thank you, President Rhodes, and welcome, Chancellor Zipper, and fellow Cornellians and friends. I should add to Frank's thing about not following a child or an animal. Don't follow Frank Rhodes, because he's a hard act to follow. We're here this evening to honor Rod Chu, and I think that if you look at the program, you'll see his background. He must have a love-hate relationship with the people of the state of New York. And probably on balance, more people dislike him than like him. Because it says here that he sent out 9 million New York State income tax instruction booklets, but only 6 million refund checks. So there are 3 million people gunning for you, Rod. Hopefully none of them in this room. CAAA has had a distinguished history, and scholarship has been one of the central themes. And for those of you who attended the CAAA reunion this past summer, you might know that my own family history would be very different if my grandfather had not enjoyed a scholarship in 1920 to go from Tsinghua to MIT. So I've always believed in scholarship, and which continues to be a very high university priority. My other main love at Cornell has been the natural areas, which is managed by Cornell Plantations, and Don Rakow is over here. So I was very gratified to hear from Rod back in October that he was considering having the proceeds of the dinner to establish a garden in Plantations. So thank you, Rod, for that very creative suggestion. So you can read Rod's bio, but there are two things that you might not know about Rod. So first of all, you can see he's got a camera in his hand. Now, I've been in a number of functions where I've seen him, he and his mother, Auntie Frances, take billions of pictures, and then you get an email from him saying, visit this site, and you see like thousands of pictures. But I hear he does this actually kind of moonlights as a wedding photographer. The other thing you might not know about him is that his advisor at the Johnson School was Joe Thomas in a younger incarnation. And he managed to persuade Joe to let him take the wine tasting course as part of his requirements at the Johnson School. So Rod apparently has become quite a wine connoisseur, and he knows which wines to order when he goes to raids Joe's cellar. So here we have a great Cornellian, a moonlighting photographer, and a wine connoisseur. So I present this year's honoree, Rod Chu.